What if I told you that a 45-second video that I recorded for Facebook Marketplace advertising made me $5,000 of net profit? Would you believe me? My name's Tom. I'm a used car dealer and I own a small auto repair shop. I use Facebook Marketplace to record little videos that I post in my Facebook groups and through my car lot page and my repair shop page. One video has made me at least $5,000, and I'll tell you how. Watch this. Okay, so like everybody, I scroll YouTube when I'm bored. I scroll Instagram, I scroll Facebook, and I've been watching a lot of videos as I was trying to improve my business about YouTube and how video interactions do better than post interactions and things like that. So I thought I'd try it. About 9 months ago now, I was ready to sell my auto repair shop. My sale did not go through. I was crushed. Really, somebody come buy this damn shop. After that last person backed out on me, I changed my prayer, and it changed to, if this ain't it, you got to tell me what to do. So what happened after that changed my life. But one of the things that I started doing last January, February, was I saw on somebody's channel, and I don't even remember who, that these little videos are the key. They get much more reach than just a print ad. I Googled it. Google says it's 6.5 times more likely to get engagement than a print post. So that's where I'm going to tell you how this worked out. So for argument's sake, we're going to say that my auto repair shop runs on a 50% margin. What that means is that, well, let me rephrase, a 50% gross margin. What that means is for every $1,000 I take in, 50% of it goes to parts and labor. The rest of it covers other expenses and falls to the bottom line. So when I say I made $5,000 off a video, that's gross money. I actually billed the customers $10,000, and then 50% went to parts and labor. The other 50% fell to my bottom line after, of course, I paid everything else that I have to pay. But anyway, so I took this person's advice that was on YouTube, and I started advertising in all my little Facebook groups, and I started making these little tiny clips. Hi, my name's Tom at this shop, and we're local and independently owned, and we would love to help you out, and check out our Google reviews, give us a call, drop by, whatever you would like to do, and we would love to hear from you. And we had a young couple. I say young, I'm 54, maybe they're 35, I'm not sure. But we had a couple come in, and they needed a transmission rebuild, and it was like $6,000 or $6,500 or something like that, which admittedly is expensive. And they called some other shops after they got the bid, and they came back to pay their deposit and sign the authorization. And I asked them, hey, I'm just curious, I know you probably called some other shops, what made you come to me? And the lady literally said, yeah, I don't know, we saw your video and I thought you'd be an honest person, and we just thought we'd give you the business. So right there, a $6,000 or $6,500 ticket. Since then, they have been back for front end work. They were back for master cylinder and something else. They've been back 3 or 4 times, to the point that they have spent $10,000 with me in the last 7 or 8 months. In that time, that means the shop made $5,000. And of course, there are other fees in there. But the reality is, what I'm trying to say is, use these quick, short little videos for engagement in your business. I am not a marketing guy. I am a used car dealer. I don't have a Hawaiian shirt and I don't have a gold chain. I'm a used car dealer. I also own a shop. All I can tell you is what has worked for me and what has changed the way I do business. There is nothing special about my videos. There's no heavy production. I do all my own production. I do it in Canva. and I might clip a small section and make it into a short from a full-length video. But for my auto repair shop, I generally just flip the camera horizontally, right? No. Up and down, portrait, okay? I flip the camera portrait. A lot of times, I just hold it out here, and I walk through my shop, and the ads are pretty basic. Hey, I'm Tom at Integrity Transmission. We specialize in GM transmissions. If you've got 6L80 transmission problems, give us a call, a text, a direct message, or come by. We'd love to help. So I don't do anything special with these videos. All I do is on days where my local Facebook groups allow to post your business. Like for me, the most common ones around me are the 1st and the 15th. All I do is post on the 1st and 15th, first with a video, and then a couple of print ads. Like for my transmission shop, I always post a print ad about our monthly special. I post a print ad that I have free towing if you get your transmission rebuilt with me. I might post a print ad with something else that's special, or maybe a picture of us doing a repair, and I have the video. And I'll use usually 2 or 3 different videos. Most of the time on my ad that I post in the Facebook group, it's my video that introduces us. I stress that, we're a locally owned business. We're locally owned and operated. We're not a corporation. Trying to hone in on that sense of community, if you will. So when they see our ad, they see obviously the print, and then they see the graphic ad and the video. And I will tell you that people really have said that makes a big difference. Now, for the Facebook page for my transmission shop and for my car lot, those I do a little bit differently, because those go to the people that like my page. So they are most likely already a customer, or I have found Facebook and Instagram will push those out to people in your immediate geographical area, but not at all at the rate that they would if you were paying to boost the post. So there's a chance you are dealing with people that already know you or may know something about you. So with those, I do specific videos. Hey, we have this transmission. It costs this much to fix. Hey, we do this service as well as transmission repair. Or, hey, we're local, we're here, we're doing a special right now. We'll service your transmission for $2.99 or whatever it is. Because those go to people that we probably already are doing business with. Obviously, we're also pushing what our monthly special is, and maybe, again, a picture or 2, or a thank you, Bob, for your transmission rebuild, whatever, something like that. That's how we advertise on our Facebook page and our Instagram page. On my car lot, same thing I talked about. I flip that camera vertically was the word I was thinking of, and I'll walk my lot sometimes. Hey, and I'll go through maybe 2 or 3 cars. The next video is, hey, 2 or 3 cars. Just to show people what we have in stock. Also, I'll do, hey, this one is coming soon. We're going to do this repair, and this repair. So on my Facebook page for my car lot, it is a combination of things. I'll do stills of maybe 4 or 5 pictures of the vehicle that is for sale. I always have now the picture that has all our contact information, as well as our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And I have started putting in the middle of a group of 5 or 6 pictures my We Buy Cars ads. So I have ones that say, you can consign your car with me and I'll sell it for you for a fee. I have ones that say, I buy cars that need work or have title issues. And I'll rotate through those so that if you are a potential car buyer looking for a cash car under $5,000, you see one of my cars that you like, you start clicking the photos, and you realize, oh, he buys cars. I wonder if I can sell him this broke down whatever that's been in my driveway. So we get cars that way that we can then fix and turn around and resell. Same thing, little bit of video, little bit of graphic, and I post on my Instagram and Facebook page for my car lot. I use a business suite, and usually on Sunday afternoons or maybe Friday afternoon at work, if it's still slow, I'll get through there and I will type all those ads out for the following week, so that next week I don't have to worry about doing any video marketing for my businesses. I can just focus on the business at hand. The next thing I want to mention, and although this video is primarily about Facebook and Instagram, is YouTube. I have a YouTube page for my, excuse me, for my car lot, and all that's on that video, all the videos that are on that are just my walk-arounds and shorts. What I mean by that is when I get a car in, I'll do that vertical short like I talked about that I'm going to put on my Facebook or Instagram. I'm also going to put it on YouTube just because YouTube is so SEO searchable. Then when the car is finished, I'm going to take a video of the car, walking all the way around the car, talking about the car, starting the car up. These videos might run 4 or 5 minutes, telling them a little bit about the car. Now, conventional wisdom might be for us used car dealers, you don't want to tell somebody anything negative. You only want to accentuate the positive. You want to get them there and stick them in a car. Well, I only ever have 4 to 8 cars at a time, so I feel like I don't want to waste my time or their time if the car's not for them. So my walk-arounds pretty much try to point out what I see as a negative so that I rule out buyers that probably wouldn't be interested in my car. Maybe I scare somebody off that would have bought it, but in general, I think people appreciate seeing what the shortcomings are. So that's what I put on the YouTube channel for my car lot. For the YouTube channel on my shop, I only have 4 videos, 2 of which, well, that's not true. I have about 4 full-length, horizontally filled videos, and those aren't really full-length. Those are about 3 minutes long. And basically, they are the intro videos that I maybe will put in the Facebook group. They are, hey, I'm Tom. I own Integrity Transmission. I'm locally owned and independent. I'm glad you found our channel. We're located in Fate, Texas, and we do this, 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 and this. So that's a video that if you're not subscribed to, you see. But most people don't find that video until they look at one of my shorts. I have put up several shorts advertising our GM6L80 transmissions and our Nissan CVT transmissions. Basically transmission and that we're locally independently owned, operated, etc. And the related video is the video that introduces us and says who we are. Now, the next one that I have is the one you're watching now, which is Tom the Used Car Dealer. It used to be the Buxton channel, but I shuffled things up and changed it up. This channel is monetized. Most of the videos that people watched were videos like this that were educational or showing you how to do something. So I created a new channel for Buxton, and I kept this one. I have bought, I think, 4 cars now in the last year from people that watched a video on, say, how to convert from a salvage title to a rebuilt title, or how to do a bonded title when they had title issues, that these people literally watched my video, decided it was too much for them, and then messaged me. I had one young lady literally called, no, she emailed first, and said, I watched your video on bonded titles. That looks like too much work. Do you just want to buy my car? And what I do on no title cars, and it's a blanket thing I do for everybody, half of dealer wholesale is the max that I will pay on a car with no title. So this was, I don't know, a Ford Focus, a Ford Fusion, a Ford Fiesta, some tiny little Ford car, relatively new. It had a check engine light for something, and she basically just gave me that car at such a reduced price because she didn't want to deal with the headache. So that was one. And then, like a month later, I get the same email. It's a different lady. I saw your video on bonded titles. I have an Audi A5 and I just want to sell it, and I want to sell it today. I can't really wait the 30 days. What will you give me for it? And I looked up the VIN. It had a rebuilt title. And she had the original title, but it had been altered, so it wasn't acceptable. It was one of those, she bought it from somebody that bought it from somebody, and title jumped. So I had a title. I knew it wasn't stolen. Of course, I checked that anyway. And I knew it was rebuilt. And it had a book value of like $9,000. I gave her $1,500 because of the rebuilt title and that it didn't have a usable title. Now, that Audi A5 came just shortly after my wife's Range Rover took a dump. That's a whole nother story. I should have made a video about that. I drove this Audi A5 home. My wife said, I like it. I'll drive that one instead. And she has been driving it for the last 9 months. It needed a catalytic converter when I bought it. I haven't put that on yet because the wife has been driving it every day. I took it up to the shop last week. My wife took a day off. We're going to put some rear shocks and we're going to give it a tune-up and this and that. But solid, fun car to drive, and I paid about 25% of its value. So those are some ways that the videos are helping me better my business. All right, y'all. So that's my tips, tricks, etc. I'm telling you, if you're a business owner and you're trying to just squeeze a couple extra dollars out, and maybe you're posting visual photos on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, or you're afraid to get in front of the camera and advertise your business, I've encouraged my wife's cousin who does mobile Botox. I've encouraged my accountant. Y'all get in front of that camera and talk. Just tell people who you are, what you do, how you do it, where to find you. That's it. Like I said, just from this one family, I know I have billed them about $10,000. And they're not the only ones that these videos have given me a leg up over my competition in my local auto repair market. And these videos have helped my car lot time and time again with customers that want to sell me problem vehicles that I can then fix and make a good living at. I appreciate y'all watching this. I got something else exciting coming up in the next video. Thanks for watching Tom the Used Car Dealer.